Welcome everyone to my Art of Attack series, and this one is episode number 2. In the previous episode, I told to you about the 4 principles which you have to focus to attack in the game of chess, and those are attack. First of all, you will develop your pieces and try to keep an eye on f2 if you're playing with the black pieces and f7 if you're playing with the white pieces. Point number 2, I told that if the opponent king is stuck in the center, then you will try to focus on the E file attack as well as the D file attack. Same black and white, both for both the color is the same. Point number 3, I told that develop all of your pieces to attack. Try to participate. Try that each and every pieces will participate into the attack. And the 4th one, I told that when the opponent king is castled, we are playing with the white pieces, so try to focus on h7 square and force your opponent pieces to remove or you capture so that your attack will be successful. And if you are playing with the white piece, black pieces, so you have to attack on a white, so it will be h2 square. Now I wanted to show it to the game in which this principle applied by the none other than the attacking maniac is Mikhail Tal. So Mikhail Tal was playing against Wolfgang Uhlmann. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing wrong, okay? And this game he played in Moscow 1971. And Mikhail Tal, he was playing with the white pieces and he started with the move e4, that is e6. I don't want to jump into what is the opening, what is the variation into the great detail, because we are just focused on the attack perspective. So after the move d4, d5, it's a French defense. Knight to d2, this is called a Tarrasch variation. Pawn to c5, knight g2 f3, knight to c6, bishop to b5, just pinning. As you can see that he is just focusing on development of his pieces, right? He just play the knight, play this knight, play the bishop. He wants to go for the castling. It's like that one. After the capture, there is knight takes, bishop to d7, and here he played the move bishop to g5, which is supporting the point number 3, that is develop each and every pieces, that your every piece should participate into the attack, as well as you can see that first he developed his piece as well as this bishop is attacking on the queen. So this is called a tempo where I just make a move, I develop my piece, attack on my opponent. So in that attack, and my opponent will go into the defense, right? And in this way I'm just developing my pieces. So he played the move queen to a5 check, as well as you can see the queen is attacking on the bishop. So he just defended by the move knight to c3, c takes d4, knight takes d4, bishop to b4. Now you can pause the video and find out the best move in this position, which is played by Mikhail Tal. So Mikhail Tal here, he played a simple castling. Now you see the position, okay? Each and every piece he just developed, okay? The king is castled. Now he is ready for the attack. As Robert James Fisher said, that tactics flow from the superior position. If your position is superior, if your pieces are much better developed, then you have the right to attack. Okay, otherwise, as you can see from the black side, that black has to develop his knight so that he can go for the castling. So black has a time. So but it's a blacks to play, so black go for the move bishop takes, b takes, and in this position black should go for the move like pawn to h6 and attack on this bishop, let the bishop goes away, or maybe he can play the move knight here so that he can go for the castling. But here he played the move queen takes c3. Now you can pause the video and the 4 principle which I told to you, now focus on that 4 principle, that which principle you can apply to attack on the black. And the move here what Tal played, that is knight to f5. Now, like if any person who see the game the first time, he will say, he is Mikhail Tal, right? So he just generally attack, give the free pieces. Okay, it's fine. So maybe the sacrifices is sound or unsound, that doesn't matter. So Tal just play like that. No. But if you break it down, you will find that the second point, right, that when the opponent's king is in the center, we have to open that D file and E file so that I can attack. So after the move knight to f5, the threat is he wants to give the check. And as you know that if the queen is on the board, and that time if you lose the castling, it's very bad, right? So here he should go for the move like queen to c5. That's the best move. Computer suggests that queen to c5 he should go, but Uhlmann is like, okay, I captured, now what? Rook to e1 check. As you can see, that point number 2, right, which justifies that now the e file is open. So he is like, okay, bishop to e6, I protected, I blocked it. Now I can able to castle by just playing my knight on e7, and I can go for the castling. Now here you can pause the video again and find out the another best move which Tal played. Here it played the move queen to d6. At the first glance it's like, oh come on, like, you know, he just wanted to stop this move knight. Okay, yeah, that is one justification, I agreed it. But there is another justification, is he wants to bring this another rook over here, okay? And that is point number 3, that develop, or you can say the participate each and every pieces into your attack. And after the move a6, now example, the point is after the move rook here, example, he just played something else, like, you know, maybe the rook here, and he just captured. The point is he will play check, and after the move rook takes, there is rook takes is checkmate. So this is his idea. The knight cannot take it because it's a pin. Okay, so this is the Tal's idea. That's why he played the move queen to d6, and he wanted to bring the another rook over there. So Uhlmann played a6. Now after the move rook here, he will just capture it, and there is no pin in this area. So now you can pause the video again and find out the best move here. Okay, and the move is bishop to d2. Tempo moves, first point, that is a tempo. Now the queen has to move somewhere. Okay, he cannot capture our bishop. Okay, like this is a Smith's Law's line, best attack is the best defense, right? So like you attacked my bishop, I attacked your queen. Now do what you want to do. Now after the move queen takes c2, he played the move bishop to b4. And over here the Uhlmann has no choice, he just captured this. Of course a knight cannot be taken, okay, because it's a pin. So after the move pawn takes, he go for the move check, king to d7, and here he can bring this rook also for the attack. That is also the fine move, that rook a to d1, and finally that final piece into the game. But he played the move rook e d1, which is also fine. Okay, either rook can play, that is fine move. King to c7, and he just played the move queen takes a8, and here Uhlmann resigned the game. The point here is now he cannot move this knight. So basically his 2 of his pieces is out of the game. Okay, this knight cannot take this bishop, by the way. Okay, then there is rook to queen to d8 check, and after this one, this is just a checkmate. Okay, so it cannot be taken. So if you see the material balances, that is queen and queen is equal. He has 2 rooks, okay, as well as the bishop. So indirectly I can say that white has the extra rook, you can say. Okay, because his rook, of course, on the board is there, but they cannot move it out. Okay, even this knight also cannot be captured. So these are the points. And now like maybe for example queen to a4, just go for an exchange. Now the bishop check will come, bishop check, king to b6, and simple queen to f8. The idea is he just wanted to take this one and capture the rook here. It's nothing left. So Uhlmann is like, after the move queen to a8, he just resigned, and that's it. Okay, thank you so much for watching the video, and please suggest to me which game if you wanted to watch, and I will just focus on these 4 principles in which we can break down the attack of any of the game, which I will show. And I want that you keep these principles, or you just take the screenshot, just take the picture and keep it next to you and play your games and create some interesting games. Okay, thank you so much for watching.